Hello all. In this video, let us take a look into a new feature of tabular model translations. Translations are nothing but we can set up the names of the objects in a cube in different languages, and based on the computers or the machine in which the Excel pivot is being launched, based on the culture or LCD settings, the names will be displayed in that respective languages. And so far this translation capability was available only in multi-dimension model, and from this version of SQL Server 2016 we will be able to set up the translations in the tabular models as well. So let us quickly take a look into a demo of how to set up the translations in the tabular model. In the Visual Studio environment, under the model, we could see there is a translation menu has been newly added, and there are two options here. One is manage translation and import translation. So first we need to set up the translations, we should click on this manage translation, and you can choose on which language you would like to set up the translation. So I'm going to try setting up translations for my mother tongue. So basically I'm from India, and Tamil is my mother tongue. So let me try setting up the translations for that language. So let me choose that language. Once it's chosen and move to this right side, you can select that language and then say export selected language. So what it will do is basically it would create a JSON file for us in which we will be able to configure our language settings accordingly. So let me save this as tamil.json. Let us try to open that JSON file and see what has been exported. So this is the JSON file, and the JSON file also opens inside the Visual Studio environment so that we can start setting up our translations over here. And if you notice here, it has got created with one culture of Tamil, which you have chosen already over there. If at all, just in case, if you are going to choose multiple cultures, it is going to create multiple sets over here. So here if you notice, for each and every object, like for the model we have the translated caption and translated description as well, and under the model we do have the list of tables. So the first table for us is accounts, and it also has the same property over here, and the columns for each and every column level also we are having for the columns, and if you notice we are having it for the measures as well. This would be the same case for all the tables available within the model. So now let us try to set up this translated caption and a description for one specific object and see how it works. So let me pick up a relevant word for accounts in Tamil, and I'm adding it here as a translated caption. So this is, and the description, let me put it as translation test, and save it. Once this is saved, we need to come back to the environment, and from the model and the translation, here we can import the translations over here. So click the import translations, browse, and this is the JSON file we have edited. So select that and say open. Here we are having various options, like choosing this option would overwrite existing translations. If not, it won't overwrite. Ignore invalid objects is nothing but it will ignore the objects which is in invalid state. For example, if you are editing a measure, the measure is having error or and it's not in a valid state, it will not update it. And write import results to a log file. This would save the results into a log file, which we can check later after the import. And this option is it would back up the existing translation before we are overwriting this. So now let us try to choose these options and say import. So import completed successfully, and a log file has been created over here. Okay, so now let us test how this translation has been set up. So we can choose analyze in Excel, and under this culture if you could see, there are around two cultures are coming up. Default is English United States, and this is the translation culture what we have set up now. Let us say okay. So if you notice here, the table name is coming in Tamil, which we have set it as based on the translation file. So this is how we could set up the translations here, and let us quickly take a look on the log file which has been created, because we checked that option, and it says these are the translations added, and these are the activities happened, and this is the backup of translation JSON. So right now it shows empty. The reason being there is no existing translations already available. If at all, if we retry to import the same translation again, and let us say backup, let's say import. Okay, so if you see here, there is another JSON file has been created here, and if you open this, you could see the previous translations will be taken as a backup for us. So this is how we will set up a translation. So to delete a translation, just go to the model, same menu, translation, and manage translation, and select the translation which you want to delete, and just move it outside. So you'll be asked with a dialog box, whether do you want to delete, and if you say yes, the translations are deleted now. So again, if you go ahead and say analyze in Excel, you would see only the default translation over here. And that is the end of the demo, and that is the new feature of translation in tabular models. And the CTP can be downloaded from this link, and the present CTP is CTP 3.3, and RC0 also got released, release candidate 0 also got released a couple of days before, so you can try it from this link. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will meet you all soon with my next video.